Is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and we are delighted to have as our guest Tony Vacca.
Nice to be here, Ralph.
Welcome to the show, Tony.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the invite.
That was really great.
I'm catching my breath, but feeling good.
Little exertion there.
Yeah, we're built for that, though. We're built for that, you know. We're built to feel that. We go to watch our favorite athletes get to that state. We go to the gym to get to that state. We jump in the ocean when it's cold to get to that state. So I like being there. It's my favorite under the influence. It's the most essential under the influence. It's the longest lived under the influence of all time. In fact, one of the things that I think of as a drummer is that going back as far as you can keep track, no human civilization has ever been without music. What does that say? You know, you can leave your American Express card at home, but you won't leave your music. You never will. No matter what it is that you think is essential, no human civilization has ever gone without music. I like that idea. So the music brings on this, you know, the sweat and all that, but it also creates a state that I think we should be in more often. The sort of full force, nobody gets hurt, but you're really bringing as much as you can. So that's what I'm here to do, I guess.
That's great.
Cool.
Can you tell us a little bit about that first piece of music you just performed?
Yes. Well, to do that, I have to go back a little bit to the Wayback Machine, 1972. I graduated UMass, and after 10 years of gymnastics, I wanted to get back to my music. So I thought, you know, what better chance than to go to the source, the origins of some of the jazz sensibility. And for me, that was always partly America, because that's where we sort of put together all the pieces that created jazz. But you had to sort of have a connection to European tonality and to West African culture and rhythmic sensibility. So after taking a one-semester course with Ms. Janetta Cole at UMass called Cultures of West Africa, you know, after turning in several papers on the confluence of jazz and African music, Janetta says, Tony, you have to go to Africa. And Janetta was not the kind of person you'd want to say no to. And plus, I knew she was right. So I didn't so much go to West Africa in a romantic search for the source of jazz music. I went there to get another part of the chapter, another chapter in this incredible book of music as a human endeavor and the jazz thing, especially as an American, part of the American legacy. So when I went there, I saw the balafon players of Côte d'Ivoire, and the Senefo and Baoulé people were playing this very instrument. And I listened a ton, and I learned that one of the things they most like to do is this overlap of rhythm, polyrhythm, more than one rhythm at once. And I wondered why they were so fascinated by it. And basically they said something like, you know, when you walk out your front door, the world is complicated. You want the music to prepare you. You want to be ready. And so I started thinking about that, and the song you heard basically, to me, starts with this phrase. Well, my right hand's doing 2 beats, evenly spaced, and my left hand is doing 3 beats across those same 2. So you get... So some people hear it, and some people hear it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So this polyrhythm sets up that song, and I wanted to sort of acknowledge my teachers and friends in Côte d'Ivoire, so I called it Baoulé Dance Song. And I used this magnificent traditional West African instrument called balan or balafon to be the sort of keyboard instrument in my mind. And I used their tuning, which is significantly different from ours, and voiced this song. So that's sort of what happened. And I don't know, one thing led to the next, and the song went through many, many variations. And then I added a saxophone player to the song, and a bass player, and another percussionist, and electric violin. So the song has many incarnations, but that's its most essential.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very entertaining
Thank you. I'm glad you're digging it.
and moving.
Well, part of the thing, before we move on to the next thing, part of the thing about the balafon is the wooden keys have their tonality. That's the tones that you're hearing are created by the size and the shape of the wooden key. But the wooden key is amplified by the gourds underneath, and the gourds have the same frequency of vibration as the key. This is a big deal because that buzzing explosion of sound that you hear when I play, that is the note you want, and they want this mix of clear and fuzzy, this mix of like human voices. All this is involved with this instrument, and the way they created it was pretty hip, given the phrase appropriate technology. This would be the example. This should be in the dictionary. Appropriate technology, balan. So should we move on to the next thing?
Sure enough.
Cool. Life can be challenging at any time, any place. Any epoch in human history, life can be challenging. Sometimes we look up to the skies and ask for help. I'm doing my best down here, that kind of thing. You know what I mean. We kind of find trouble whether we're looking for it or not. And when that trouble comes, we try to find the best way possible to deal with it. Music has always been the best medicine ever. For the troubled soul, or for those who are just jumping and screaming for joy. Music is the best medicine. We've never been without it. We always got to take it with us. It's the kind of thing that tells our stories, and within our stories reveals things about ourselves even we didn't know when we created the stories. But back to what I was saying, when we are in trouble, when we're knocked down, when we wonder if we'll ever get back up again, when we are truly beyond what we think we can handle, that's when you hear us calling for help. So one day I was thinking about that. What I was wondering is, what if we are all the help there is? What about when we call on the angels? What if we are those very angels? What if it's just us here? Now for some folks, that's a frightening proposition. But for me, I kind of like that. I'm all right. I kind of trust that we can rise to the occasion. I've seen it hundreds of times. Our sports, our music, The amazing things we've accomplished all tell me that we can do way more. That it's time to take on more, not less. And so, if we are all there is, I'm all right with that. In a way, I'm saying, what if we are the angels we call on? And that's what this song is all about. There are angels among us. They're in our dreams. They're the guardians of our lives. Though it sometimes seems we walk through this world lost and alone, but they guide our actions and bless our homes. There are angels among us. There are angels among us, wise and true, flawed and generous. They're me and you. They have courage and vision. They suffer derision. They get back up when they fall and often answer the answer. They often answer the call of love. Still 1,000 tears of loss and sorrow can become a river of hope for something better tomorrow. Broken lives, promises broken, ugly words better left unspoken. The pain and suffering of bigotry and hate, these can all be transformed. It ain't ever too late for the angels among us to rise above our petty flaws and cast a spell of love on our wondrous family of woman and man. Ain't there angels among us who believe we can be the angels among us? There are angels among us. On long journeys home, they sustain and encourage us. We're not actually alone in this world of wonders. Known and unknown, I have seen, and I have been shown the angels among us. Still, my tears can fall hard on loneliness and pain, on the mistakes we've all made again and again, on our family of man when we go so wrong, when we choose so badly, or just play along thinking God's on our side when there ain't no side at all. When we ignore love's embrace or don't answer love's call or the call of our vision for all we can be, when we close our minds and refuse to see, when I fall prey to not praying at all, when I fall from grace or drop the ball, when I close my heart or close the door on what could be and how there just could have been more love, more courage, more wisdom and soul, more taken was broken and making it whole, more and more love, more courage, more wisdom and soul, more taken was broken and making it whole in this wondrous family of woman and man. Ain't there angels among us who believe we can be the angels among us? There are angels among us to cradle our souls, to heal the brokenhearted and make the wounded whole, to open our eyes and guide us towards the light, to illuminate our minds in the vast eternal night. They embrace the fallen. They call them home. They dance to the music. They dig our poems. They flame the fires of desire and love. They want to take us higher. They want to take us higher so we can rise above our petty flaws and cast a spell of love on this wondrous family of woman and man. Ain't there angels among us who believe we can be the angels among us? So what about when cities crumble from the disgrace of war, when we forget or abandon what we're really here for, when we abuse the miracle of being alive or refuse to help those who need help to survive, when we judge too quickly or just don't think, when we drive ourselves to drugs and drink, when we don't live up to the love we all need, when we don't light love's fire or plant the seed of love for the next generation, well then our tears will fall hard on loneliness and pain, on the mistakes we've all made again and again, on our family of man when we go so wrong, when we choose so badly or just play along. In this wondrous family of woman and man, ain't there angels among us who believe we can bring more love, more courage, more wisdom and soul, more taken was broken and making it whole. Bring more love, more courage, more wisdom and soul, more taken was broken and making it whole. Because in this wondrous family of woman and man, there are angels among us who believe we can be the angels among us. Be the angels among us. Be the angels among us. In this wondrous family of woman and man, ain't there angels among us who believe we can bring more love, more courage, more wisdom and soul, more taken was broken and making it whole in our wondrous family of woman and man. Ain't there angels among us who believe we can be the angels among us? angel business.
It's a beautiful piece.
Thank you. I was really thinking about those issues. You know, you play music and you get the chance to sort of ride your own ride inside of the music, the songs, and the forces that you're wielding. And it's almost easy to forget you're wielding big, powerful forces. And I just kept thinking, what is the job to be a musician? Is it to get the MTV contract? I don't think so. So what's there? What is that? What is it about? And to me, I think it's to actually honestly ride the ride of the music and sort of dig into our legacy that it's bringing up. And it's a pretty deep end of the pool going on here. I mean, from the patterns of the music and the patterns of the world around us, from the patterns, the way our bodies work, the way the world works, and the way we construct our music, it's one mirror image. It's a giant holographic element that has all parts inside it. The way the cosmos is organized, the way the Earth goes around the sun, the way an electron goes around its center attraction, all these elements create patterns, and the patterns of the music are exactly made from everything around us. It's a reflection of our bodies. I love that. And all the wild stuff that we do drumming, listen to it. It's a pattern. We do these things, there's enough repetition to recognize ourselves in them. It's just like we talk when we play. And I kept thinking about the way we keep ourselves strong. And I guess that's the answer to the question, why have we been playing music since almost the beginning of human civilization? So, you know, playing the music, it's fun, you play, everybody goes, yeah, that's cool, but that really ain't it. The real thing is, I think, for me, is diving into this pool of information and coming back with something useful. So that's what I've been thinking about, and the angels among us. I think that's just me appreciating how amazing all of us are. You know, even with our struggles and the big things that we think are so difficult, for the most part, we're pretty incredible creatures, and I'm impressed every time I get to know another one of us, you know.
Cool. We should let folks know how they can find out more about your performing schedule and your recordings.
Okay, sure. I have a website. I'm you know, in the 21st century, finally. I just got comfortable in the 20th century. I thought, you know, that would be enough, but no, now it's a whole other thing. I have a website. It's just my name, www.tonyvacca, TonyVacca.com, and then you go there and you see all my projects. I'm doing a lot of work with West African musicians from the country of Senegal, and that work, the music of it, has led to what music always leads to, which is sort of a kind of empathetic social activism. The music tells the stories are real, you find out what's going on in people's lives, and all of a sudden we're one big family, and now we gotta act like it. So if you go there, you'll see the Senegal Miracle Project and my quintet called World Rhythms, and a trio that I've recently formed called Impulse Ensemble.
Cool. We've got about 3 minutes left
Okay.
in the show, so if you want to take it out with
Yeah,
some
I got
music.
something. Okay.
It's been a pleasure to have you as a guest.
It's been nice to be here. Thank you. Thank you. This was you know, it started with like a phone call or something, right? It was like you send me an email.
Yep.
The next thing you know, we're talking on the phone. You know, these little miracles happen. So this last, thanks again for inviting me here. This last thing is called Mumbai, named after what used to be misnomered or miscalled Bombay. Bombay, Mumbai, that's what it was. And so here it is.